Hello children, this is Miss Ian, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use your English digital notebook for my class. So this digital notebook will be where you keep all your classwork, all the homework, all your notes, and anything that we do in class and that I tell you to put in your digital notebook. This is where it will go. And you are not turning this in, as it says here. You are not turning this in until or unless I tell you to. So don't worry about that. I'll explain more in class, but just basically know that you don't need to turn this in until I tell you to. So this digital notebook is going to work just as if it was like a real notebook, like when we used to be in in-person school, which I miss, but it's okay. We're doing the best of it. So yeah, it's going to function in the same way. So I'll grade it and I'll choose some assignments to grade because I can't grade everything. So I'll be specific about what I am going in depth on grading and giving you feedback on, and I'll give you guys stickers and everything on this notebook as well. So I'm just going to show you the different sections and the different parts and the different things that you can do with this notebook. So when you first get your notebook, you're going to see that there's a bunch of different covers. I think there's 5 or 6. I don't know how many that was. 7. There's 7 of them. Okay, so the first thing that I need you to do is delete the covers that you don't want. So just pick the color that you want. So for example, if the one that I want is just this basic black one, then just go ahead and delete the purple one, the blue one, green, red, yellow, and pink, so that you don't have 7 different covers. Just keep the one that you want and delete the other slides. After that, I'm not going to do it right here because this is the main one that I share with all the students. After that, once you have the cover that you selected, of course, go ahead and type your name where it says type name here, and type the class where it says subject. And that's pretty much it for the cover. You're more than welcome to put stickers on this cover, and I will show you at the end of this video how to add stickers to your cover. But right now I want to go over these tabs right here on the side. So you see 5 different tabs: classwork, notes, homework, journal, and resources. When you click on each one of these tabs, for example, if I clicked on in the letters, in the word, nothing's happening. It's just letting me change it. Don't change it because they're there for a reason. But if you click on the outside line, on the blue line around it, you will see a little link pop up. And it says slide 12. And guess what? If I click on that link where it says slide 12, it's going to take me to my classwork section. Yes. So I made links in the, what are those called? Dividers at the very front cover that will take you to the different sections in your notebook. So I divided it up for you so that it's nice and organized. And all you got to do is keep your assignments in the right section. Okay, so this is the classwork section. Let's say that I did not want to come to the classwork section and I wanted a different one. And I don't want to have to like scroll all the way back over here, all the way back to get to the front cover. What you can do, and this button is on every single slide. If you click on this little home button, you will see another link pop up that says first slide. If you click on that, it'll take you back to the very first slide, which is your cover. That way it's helpful for you to go back and forth. So same thing. So again, you click on the shape, not in the words, not on the words. Don't click on the letters because that's not going to make the link come up, you see? It's not going to make it come up. But if you click on the actual shape on the outside so that you get, I don't know if you can see, but my mouse, like right here, it's an arrow, right? You see my mouse, it's an arrow. But when I click on the actual shape, it's like a little plus sign with arrows, a black plus sign. So then you click on the shape, and that's when you get the link. So notes section, if I click the link, it takes me to my notes section. If I want to go back, because it's the wrong section, or I just need to go back, click on the little home button, click first slide, and I'm back again to the front cover of my notebook. So yeah, so these are some of the sections, or these are all the sections. So classwork, whenever we do stuff in class, or you guys have an assignment to do in class, that's where you're going to paste it. and do it. Notes, if you guys want to take Cornell notes, let me show you. Let's go back to it again. You go to notes section, and on the side over here, you scroll down. I made a template of Cornell notes in case you guys like taking notes in Cornell style. All you got to do is copy paste the slide if you want to take Cornell notes. So let's say I want to take Cornell notes on a different day and I already used up the slide. I can just copy paste it and erase what I had and take new notes. So you can keep reusing this slide for any time that you need. And I already put the sections in, some main ideas, notes, and the summary, and of course, title and date. Let me go back. But if you don't like Cornell notes, you can always just go to the next slide, which is just a very basic note-taking page. You can do bullet points. Double click on it to type. You can take bullet points by coming up here and selecting the bulleted list. That's going to give you bullet points whenever you type. But yeah, let me undo that. Okay. Oh yeah, and if you guys, let's say that, just a quick tip, if you ever accidentally, let's say you accidentally delete something that was on the slides and you're like, oh no, what did I do? You can always go up here to these arrows, undo, and it'll bring back whatever you accidentally deleted. Or you can click, if you're on a PC, like a Chromebook or a PC, you can click Control Z. So the button that says Control and the button that says Z, as in zebra, and it will undo whatever you accidentally typed or erased. So don't worry. All right, let's go back to my front cover. So I talked about classwork. That's where you're going to paste your assignments. I made another video showing you how to paste assignments into your notebook. I showed you the notes section. Homework is whenever we have a homework assignment. That's also where you're going to paste the assignment. Might not be that often. Journal is where you will write your journal entries. I'll show you really quickly. There's not much to see. But in the journal entry section, you go to the next one. All you guys got to do is type the date of the journal entry number, whatever it is, number 1, number 2, number 300, whatever it is, and your entry. So your little paragraph or whatever, however many paragraphs you want to write. You don't have to, you need at least 4 sentences for your journal entries, but you can have a whole page if you want. If there's a lot that you want to tell me about, you can do as much as you want. And again, when you run out of slides, you can always just copy paste and add more slides. So right click, copy, and then right click again, and then paste the slide where we want, and you just got a new page that's the same one as the one that you copied. So that's the journal section, which I will assign for homework sometimes. And the last section is the resources section. So again, I click on the shape, not on the letters, on the shape, and I get to go to slide 36. Okay, resources. On the very first page, like on this red page where it says resources, I included my website link because I do have a lot of resources on my website, and I include all the videos where I show, like showing you how to use Schoology, how to use Google Slides, how to copy paste, whatever it is. I post those videos in my website, so you can go there and click on the videos section and you'll see those tutorials. But yeah, here are some resources. So in the next slide, I haven't uploaded the video, but there will be a video here that shows you how to add an assignment copy into your digital notebook. So when I assign classwork, I will post the video here that shows you how to copy that assignment on my slides into this notebook that you guys have. I also uploaded the schedule, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Wednesdays and Fridays, Mondays, whether it's a green day, which means periods 1, 3, 5, or yellow days, which are 2, 4, and 6. And I even included all the Mondays for fall semester and the color. So for example, if it's November, no, we're not in November. Right now it's, what day is it? It's going to be September 14th tomorrow. I'm filming this on Sunday, September 13th. So tomorrow, September 14, and it's highlighted in green, which means that you're going to have periods 1, 3, and 5. Okay, that's there for you. I included some social emotional help. So if you're feeling any of these things, here are some suggestions for what you can do to maybe hopefully feel better. You can always talk to me also. Later on, for those of you that don't know what an ACE paragraph is, or for those of you that do know, this is a very, 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 very good resource. So if you're lost and you're like, how do I write an ACE paragraph? Here it is. It tells you what A stands for, what C stands for, what E stands for. It gives you some tips what never to say in an ACE paragraph. It gives you some sentence starters for your textual evidence. It gives you transitional phrases for when you explain your textual evidence. And it gives you a little checklist of what to do before you're ready to turn in. So this is super helpful, and we're going to be using this a lot. And then the next slide is PAC vocab strategies, which will make sense once I go over them in class. I have the vocab strategies in English, and then right here in Spanish. And then the last thing, there's nothing here, but the last thing is I have a bunch of blank pages in case you need some more. You can copy paste these and add them wherever you need them. All right, let's go back to the home page, the cover. All right, so let me show you how to add stickers onto your notebook. Very easy. It's not going to take more than like 2 minutes to explain. So this is your notebook. You can put stickers on the cover. Do not put stickers on the pages inside, like on the actual work, because I'm going to put stickers for when you complete the work, and depending like on what level or how many points you got. So don't put stickers inside like on the assignments. Put them only on the cover. So the way to add stickers to your cover is you're going to go to Google. Let me share my other tab. Okay, you're going to go to Google and you're going to search up whatever sticker you want. So let's say I want a sticker of Rick and Morty. No, I don't know if that's going to be appropriate. I want a Disney sticker. What do I like? Mike Wazowski. Do I know how to spell it? Mike Wazowski. But I am going to add these 3 letters, PNG. That's very important. So what PNG means, and I'll show you right now. You go to images. What PNG means is that it's transparent, which means that the background should be clear. Okay, that's what PNG means. Whenever you guys see a picture that has these gray and white squares, it means that it's see-through. So the only thing that you'll see is the actual picture and not the background. But here's a tip. You see how you can see the squares? These are fake. Because if I click on that and I try and copy paste that, watch. Let me copy. Go back to my notebook. Paste. Paste. You see? It's not transparent. They try to trick me. So don't, oh, I didn't even show you. Let me show you. I didn't even record the tab. So if I go to my digital notebook and I right click, right click, there we go. And I select paste, look, it's a lie. It wasn't transparent, okay? So that's a quick tip. When you guys are looking up PNGs, which are just like clear pictures, if you ever see a picture, so when you look it up and you're looking at all the pictures like this, and there's some that have those gray and white squares like this, it means do not trust those. Those are not transparent. So just click on the ones where you don't see that. So for example, let's try this first one. It's taking too long to load. Let me try this next one. There we go. Okay, here's the hint. Let me turn on my little spotlight. You see how here, this picture, the background looks white? But when I click on it, over here, the background looks gray and white squares. That means that this one is transparent. Okay, this one is, because here it shows up as just white, and then when I actually click on it, it shows up as gray and white squares. That means that it actually is a clear picture. So I'm going to right click, copy image, and then come back over here and then paste. Oops, let me show you. I keep forgetting to switch tabs. Okay, let me show you again. I already pasted it, but let me show you. So just again, right click, paste, and there it is. And as you can see, Mike Wazowski is indeed transparent. And I can make this as big as I want. Do not let it cover your name, please. This little circle up here, right here, it just means that if you click on it, you'll see a little plus sign. You can rotate it, so you can make Mike Wazowski go to sleep. Okay? And then just move him wherever you want it. So yeah, just to review, to add stickers into your digital notebook, you're going to need to go to Google Images, type in whatever you want, like the picture that you want, the sticker that you want of. So let's try. I can't think of anything. Oh my gosh. Tangled. Is it Tangled? I like Tangled. Tangled. I want a picture of Tangled on my notebook. But if you want it to be like a sticker style, you're gonna also need, oh no, a little better. You're gonna need to put PNG at the end, because that means it's a transparent picture. Search. Don't trust it. If you're looking at all the pictures like this, and there's some of these, like here, you see these, that already show that black and that gray and white squares, don't trust those. Click on the ones that either have a white background or a black background, because that usually means that they actually are transparent. See, this one's not. Oh, there we go. You see how over here, right here, I'm circling it, the picture shows up as white, but when I click on it, the picture has a gray and white square background. That means, oops, I did not mean to click on it. That means that it actually is transparent. So right click, copy image, go back to your notebook, and let me actually switch the tab this time, and right click, paste. And there it is. There's a picture with the clear background. And I can move her around. All right. I hope this was helpful. I would love to see your notebook decorated, but more importantly, I would love to see your notebook organized. So I hope this helped you know how to use the interactive digital notebook. And if you have any questions, let me know.